Man, am I sore. What's going on, YouTube people? Sorry about the unannounced live stream, but I'm going to try to burn myself out as much as humanly possible because I am tired. Very tired. Give me a minute here. Ooh. My apartment is an absolute disaster. Absolute disaster. What the hell? Sorry, guys. I'm going to mute that. I don't want to hear myself talking. The last of my plantains turned a really nice dark yellow, so I want to cut me up this plantain. Oh yeah, it's peeling like a banana. That's when you know it's going to be really good. You can't eat plantains raw. Let me see there. Jay Posa, 2015. What's going on, my man? Yeah, I actually do. Click on the link in the description box, the Carolina Collector 001. You'll see a whole mess of baseball cards for sale. I actually have a whole bunch of auctions up right now for some low-end cards. So yeah, click on the link in the description box, Carolina Collector 001. It'll take you right to eBay, right to my eBay shop. I don't want to list any more cards until I start cutting down on my current stock. Otherwise, I'm going to be overloaded. I actually had a couple sales over the past couple days. Nothing really exciting to speak of, man, but it's been really hard to move any cards these days, unfortunately. It's just, I don't know if it's because it's the summer, when people don't have money to spend. Oh, do I sell cards on YouTube? No, I don't. No, I don't. I'd rather have the protections of eBay behind me. So, but what's going on, everybody? I hope you're all doing well. Thanks, brother. Are you familiar with Whatnot? Yeah, I've had a whole bunch of people tell me about Whatnot. I mean, I'm already well established on eBay already. You know, I've got well over 2,000 positive feedbacks. I think I got like 3,000 items I've already sold or something like that. So I'm well established on eBay already. By the way, welcome aboard, everybody. Do me a favor, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, all that good stuff. Yeah, I've got a 100% rep over at eBay, so it's just nobody's buying. The last cards I sold, which I didn't show on camera, unfortunately, were, I think, 6 Andy Pages Topps flagship rookie cards, paper rookies, and a Shohei Ohtani insert. Wow, these are really good. Otherwise, I haven't really been moving too many cards. I've actually started selling some other stuff. You know, I had like this, as a matter of fact, the box is right here. That's a white leather biker shirt that I bought years ago. I don't wear it anymore. It's been sitting in my closet. I said, fuck it, let me see if I can sell it. And within 2 days, somebody bought it, which is cool. After fees and taxes and all that stuff, I think I made, and plus the 2% premium on top of that, I think I made $60 on it. But I offered the customer, I had it listed for $79.99, and I threw him a $10, because I just want to get rid of it, threw him a $10 discount offer, and bit within a couple days. So at least I got that going, you know. As long as I got stuff to sell, my eBay store will be alive. Yeah, but that comes with a lot of risks. You know, and if God forbid I don't come through, for some reason, people are going to lose their collective shit. And I don't need that kind of stress. You know, because you do got a lot of people who rip people off. But all you got to do is just look at my eBay store's reputation. You'll see I got a really, really good track record. So, you know, and every so often, if I get big orders, what's the risk? Well, a lot of it would be people not paying. And a lot of the risk would fall on my shoulders, because if I don't send out the product, or if I don't have a way to establish payments and stuff like that, then, you know, it can get real dicey. It can get really, really dicey. I just prefer not to have the stress, because you got the protections of eBay and all that kind of stuff. I just don't want to risk it. I mean, it'd be cool, because it would be cool because I'd be completely in charge of it, and there'd be no eBay fees and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know, man. I think there's probably a reason why people don't do it here on YouTube. I mean, it's a good idea. Yeah, no shit. And then plus the 2% premium I've added to my sales, it's now 15% for me, because my store is completely promoted at this point. I've had no choice because nobody's been buying. And unfortunately, my channel is still not monetized. After all this time of being here on YouTube, I've applied multiple times for monetization. They've never responded, not one time, unfortunately. So I don't even know how I would go about that. You know, like let me see, I'll pull something at random here out of my box. So say like you got this Evan Carter 2024 1989 chrome rookie refractor. Like, how would I go about trying to sell this? You know, in a live auction here on YouTube. Jay Hollins, what's going on? How are you? Welcome to the live stream. I don't know how I would go about it. I would have to establish, maybe do it through PayPal or something. I mean, I have a PayPal account, but I don't know, man. It just seems weird and out of place to do. I feel more comfortable doing it on eBay. You know why? Because then it would put a lot of pressure on me too, because I would have to sit in front of the camera. I do get alerts from eBay when people are doing live auctions and stuff like that. I just, you know, I need time during the day for myself. I really don't want to be in front of the camera like that. I mean, you know, I take the time for my viewers and subscribers and people that donate to the channel. You know, I'm already promoting my business pretty hard here on YouTube. You know, the rest of the day I have to have for myself. You know what I mean? I got to take care of my home. I mean, Jesus, I got laundry detergent up there and fabric softener, and I got cleaning material all over the place. I still haven't vacuumed my carpet yet. I got to vacuum and steam clean this place before the end of the month. While the weather's still warm, I like to do that. I mean, there's no big rush. That I like to keep ahead of myself, but yeah, it would just take up a lot of my time. I would have to be in front of the camera, and then, you know, if people are bidding, you got to worry about the trolls because then they'll put, fake bids into the chat and all that kind of stuff or whatever. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't think I'd be willing to do it. If somebody else is willing to do it, I might give it a shot. I mean, I got enough cards to do it, but there's too much involved with that, unfortunately. There would be no guarantees. I mean, I think the only one that would guarantee anything would be me, the card owners, or the card owner, excuse me, or the owner of these cards. There's a Paul Skeens 2024 rookie Stars of MLB paper. How would you go about that? So I'm starting off the auction, but then you got to have a timer. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how I would do it. It'd be like the Home Shopping Network. If anybody remembers that, if that's even still on, or QVC or any of them channels, them shopping channels. I don't think they even exist anymore. Do they? I don't even know. My mom used to watch that stuff when I was a kid. Would always buy bullshit from Home Shopping Network. My dad would always buy trinkets and things, weird shit, like blenders or something like that, some kitchen utensil or whatever have you. And plantains were good, man. I never thought you could eat plantains raw, but once they turn a certain color and they get soft enough, they're very, very good, man. A lot of fiber, too. But anyway, yeah, I just, not for me. Not for me. I think I do enough on here already as it is, bugging my audience with every single video that I upload, trying to find new customers and stuff like that. I mean, I'm lucky I'm still selling stuff on eBay, but it's very sporadic. Like I said the other day, somebody bought a whole bunch of Andy Pajes cards off of me. I got lucky with that. I sold the Shohei Ohtani insert. I got lucky with that. But they just, right now I got a bid. I actually got the card. I got the card pulled. Where the hell did I put that? I thought I pulled it. Where are you? It's a Nick Hertz. There he is. There's already a bid on this guy already. So that's a Nick Hertz 1990 rookie refractor from 2025 Topps, I believe. So it's very sporadic, man, and very random. I mean, for low-end sports cards, it's very tough to sell them these days. Trying to get people to buy anything, it's been very tough. I mean, I've had to negotiate prices here and there. People will say, "Hey, listen, can you come down a few dollars on your price?" I throw them an offer, and they said, "Can you just nudge it down a little bit more?" And, I'm already too busy with that stuff already behind the scenes. Like I said, that white leather shirt that I haven't worn in years. Initially, I listed it at $79.99. I paid more than that. I probably paid twice the amount for that. But I saw somebody actually watched it. And that gives me an opportunity to throw that individual who's on the watch list and whatchamacallit, I'll throw them a bottom offer as low as I'm willing to go. And within 24 hours, a person bought it for the best offer price I gave to them, and sitting right there wrapped up and ready to go to the post office, hopefully tomorrow, because it rained again today. It's been raining on and off consistently now for the past 2 weeks. It's very bizarre. We haven't had this much rain in the beginning of the summer, and now all of a sudden August has come around. We've been having rain almost every other day around these parts. It is nice and cool outside, which is the best part. Alexa, what's the current temperature?
Right now, it's 71 degrees Fahrenheit.
That means I get to leave my AC off tonight. My AC is dying. It's been on for days on end. As a matter of fact, I should have that door open right now that I'm thinking about it. Get some fresh air in here. Oh, yeah, it's gorgeous. Ooh. Actually, a nice night to sit out there. Sit out there and have a nice cold beer. But yeah, I didn't drink today or anything like that. I didn't feel like it. So it's an interesting concept. I just don't think anybody would have the tatas to do it. There's just, I think there's a little too much risk that goes into it. I don't even know if YouTube would even allow a thing like that. And all right, no problem. Come on back anytime, Jay. Thanks for showing up. Much appreciated, my friend. But I don't even know with YouTube's vague terms of service, especially after what happened with me recently. I can't really. I'm trying not to complain about me showing that Megatron without an orange tip on it or whatever it is, because it was the AI that flagged it eventually. Because when I tried to overturn YouTube's decision to have it reinstated, it was an automatic reply that the live is going to stay down. So, yeah, you got to be real careful. Even when I did that, and I talked about it today in a video I uploaded right before I started this live stream about the bullshit that happens here on YouTube and with this fat bastard attacking me for no reason, that I had to pull out. And I still got the paperwork here, and I still got the Optimus Prime here that I tossed over my shoulder, by the way. It looks like all the mess. But it's sad that, like, I got to pull out personal fucking paperwork to defend myself. It's ridiculous. But that won't even stop it. It won't stop. But thanks to me doing that, you know, I hate to say this because I don't like to make it about the numbers, but my numbers have gone up, and rightfully so, because what this prick did, he made himself look like an ass. He really did. He really did. I've seen a couple of comments throughout some of my videos here on the channel about him. You know, it's not cool, man. You cannot just make shit up and conjure things out of fucking thin air and think you know me when you don't. You don't know my situation. You don't know what's happened to me. You don't know what I go through. You don't know any of that stuff. Which, by the way, to prove a point that these things are mine to break, my Optimus Prime, actually, this is an upgrade kit for this particular Optimus Prime, and it snapped off when I threw it over my shoulder. You could see the glue residue right there, but it's mine to throw. It's mine to throw, and if I want to buy another one, I sure as hell can, because that's the Legacy Optimus Prime. They're a fucking dime a dozen. That's a poor man's missing link right there. I was willing to toss that one over my shoulder because there's no way I'm tossing my missing links. You know, I got both missing link CO1 and CO2 Optimus Prime, Primuses, Primi, plural, something. I would not throw those over my shoulder, so I sacrificed this one for the greater good, I guess. But who the fuck, you know, who is this guy? Like, he's got like videos from like a million years ago, from when I was a kid, when Robert Stack was doing Unsolved Mysteries. I'm like, you know, you're talking about the Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, kidnappings, and conspiracy theories. Like, give me a break, dude. You know? It's stupid. Well, you know, the paperwork I put out there were things I told my audience about a long time ago. If you still choose not to take my word for everything I talk about, then I don't know what to tell you all. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can say. And I'm not even going to try to fucking argue, because people, once they're convinced of something, there's no reasoning with people like that. Don't even try. Don't even try. People who want to listen to you will listen to you. People that want to stomp on you will stomp on you. But that guy had no right to do what he did. And hopefully, if he's watching, because I know he's watching probably, he is severely wrong. And I've maintained my story for all of these years, and only I have the paperwork to verify it. There's no reason for what he did, except to garner attention, probably to get clicks, probably to get views. That's how YouTube works. But YouTube allows that kind of shit, unfortunately. There's a difference between criticism and outright slandering somebody, especially when you don't have, when you don't have facts. What the hell is this? I did this the last time too. Yeah, I'm banging it and bouncing off the walls, man. I'm tired. I had a long day today. I've been cleaning and doing everything else. A very long day. Man, you see, I'm shot. I am shot. I am shot. I've been trying to throw stuff out, clean my apartment. What did I do with that fucking can? That's the goo gone, but where's the other stuff? I had it on my desk the other day. Oh my God, I'm losing my mind. It's gotta be one of these freaking... What I'm looking for is a little can of lighter fluid. There it is. Oh, it's hiding. That's what I was looking for. I don't know if lighter fluid is going to help, but we are going to experiment. But thank you, folks, for joining me for this late live stream. I really wasn't up to it. You know, I got a little bit of energy. Excuse me, a little bit of energy in me. But, yeah, that whole thing is just pathetic. It really is, man. You know, I know when you go on the internet and you're putting your face out there, you're kind of putting yourself out for the public scrutiny, but you can't just make things up about people. That's not how it works. You can't do that. And you certainly can't tell people what the fuck to go do with themselves like that guy tried to. He doesn't know. He doesn't have the paperwork. He doesn't have the fucking... He doesn't have any of that. So he's got no right to disparage me or judge me in any way. Because again, this individual started this shit first. Not me. It's kind of sad, actually, you know, that, you know, as a YouTube content creator, yeah, you're going to be scrutinized. You're going to have people that don't like your content. Unfortunately, in my case, you know, there are a whole bunch of people out there that don't like me, and I really don't give a flying fuck. Because, you know, I thought people were my fucking friend. I thought they were on my side. And all they did was fucking stab me in my back. So that's not going to help any. And I'm not going to try anything stronger. Because I got paint thinner, but I got a feeling it's going to eat through that plastic. And this silver is going to get all screwed up. I mean, I don't give a shit about this Optimus Prime. That's why it's up on my desk. All my other Primes, I mean, I moved everything to their own shelves now. So Studio Series Prime is up on that shelf there. And I swapped it for Missing Link Prime because I had no room for the Ultra Magnus Missing Link. So they share a shelf down there. So I got Missing Link Ultra Magnus and I got Missing Link CO1 Prime down there. The anime one is up there on my was that fifth tier? Yeah, fifth tier. So the only way I can really do anything about this, that's why a good Transformers fan always has, oh, why does that not have the top on it? Ooh, that could have been a disaster. Let me tell you, these Sharpie markers, these paint markers are really good for giving your Transformers a quick paint job, like to cover scratches and scuffs and things like that. Somewhere, I don't know where it is, I have that chrome magic marker. For the life of me, I don't know where I put that thing. That Russian chrome marker, that thing is really good. I used it on my New Year Convoy 2002 up on my shelf there. Did a really good job in covering up the chrome. But on this Prime, time for a paint marker. Just to see if I can cover up that haze just a little bit. I don't care if it's perfect. This is not exactly the best Prime out there anyway, but it's only because I see it. That's not too bad, right? That's not bad. I can live with that. You can see the little bit of paint that I really can't get in. That's actually glue. I can do that. It's mine. My toy. My toy. I can throw my toys. And that's the whole joke, the whole gag about this whole stupid thing is that they're just fucking toys, man. Calm down. Everybody needs to calm their tits and relax, man. They're just fucking toys. Just toys. They're cool toys, but they're just toys. Calm down. Everybody needs to relax. Everybody needs to just fucking calm down. Especially if they're going to be coming out, if they haven't done so already. Like I've already seen what the KO Thundercracker looks like. Now, if they come out with upgrade kits, which I'm pretty sure by now somebody has had to have released an upgrade kit for the Seekers, I just might get them, especially if they come out with the gap filler for the chest and replacement feet. That would be awesome. There we go. Kind of good as new, but it's my toy. I broke it and I fixed it. Because it's my toy and I can do what I want. I can't even believe I'm talking about this. Like, this isn't even fucking real. It doesn't even feel real. We're complaining over fucking grown men are fighting over toys. I never heard of such a thing. This is comparable to like some sort of psychopath hanging out in front of a superstar's house. Like hanging out in front of Jelly Roll's mansion or some shit. Hey, Jelly Roll, let me get an autograph. That's exactly what it's like. It's fucking pathetic. It's really pathetic. You should not, in any way, shape, or form, be fighting over fucking toys as a grown adult. At all. I can understand fans really protect their IPs. You know, I am a fan of certain stuff. Here, like, I was actually watching Star Trek Picard. I like some things about Star Trek Picard, and I hate things about Star Trek Picard. Because immediately when Guinan in, what was that? I think, was it in season 1 of Picard? Already trying to push the whole race bullshit because we have to, because that's what Star Trek does now. Thank God, hopefully, with the whole WB Paramount merger, that'll be fucking done with at long last. That we can get back to storytelling instead of it, what, who pronoun bullshit. Who's a racist, who's not a racist. It's so fucking boring anymore. But fighting over, grown men fighting over toys. Jesus Christ on a cracker, folks. Never thought I'd see the day. Never thought I'd see the day. I want to thank some of you for the responses I've been getting for some of my most recent videos, by the way. I really deeply appreciate it. Even on Facebook, some of you are on the same side that I'm on when it comes to certain debates and childlike petulance when it comes to these IPs. Because at the end of the day, man, it should be about fun. Have a little fun with this stuff. That's why I've been doing YouTube shorts with some of my Transformers collectibles, to make it fun. Star Wars isn't real, but yet people treat it like it's fucking real. They're lunatics. It's just it's make-believe, man. And people are so fucking protective over that shit, it's like ridiculous after a while. It's absolutely ridiculous after a while. It really is. Fucking grown men acting like sniveling fucking babies, arguing about toys. I'm like, give me a break. They're just fucking toys. Everybody's going to get their precious Star Screams some way, somehow. I know the situation lately sucks. I talked about it on my channel recently with the scalping that's going on with Studio Series Starscream. And even with Hot Rod, with the new Hot Rod that came out that I reviewed. But calm down, man. God damn, calm down just a little bit. Relax. They're just fucking toys. God, have fun. Have a little fun. Go outside. Get some fresh air. If the weather wasn't so fucked up, I'd be outside. Swimming in a pool, which, by the way, is open. Very cool, very cool. I had one of my boys come knock on the door. What's going on? Hey, Callie, how you doing, man? So, real question, are you a Mets or Yankees fan? I've seen you rock both team gear. Well, you know what it is? Originally, I grew up in New York City. I now live in North Carolina, in Charlotte. Now, I am a walking contradiction when it comes to that. I'll be honest with you, because I grew up in Queens, in East Elmhurst. The old Shea Stadium was only a few stops away from where I grew up. So you were kind of born and bred to be a Mets fan. But I was more attracted towards, at least my fandom was more directed towards the Yankees, because, well, they're the greatest team in all time history in baseball. So of course, you know, not saying that you hop on the bandwagon, but the Yankees were the way to go, because if you're a New Yorker, or even if you're a baseball fan, the Mets are just fucking awful. I mean, I don't know if you want to watch them to lose, or you want to watch them to see if they win. They're just this weird anomaly in baseball. But recently, you know, and I think I uploaded a YouTube short about this, where they had the 48, I can't believe it's, 40 years now since the World Series took place? That would have made me, 9 years old? When the Mets won the World Series against Boston? You know, I've got two Gary Carter jerseys. I have the home and I have the away jersey. One is Mitchell and Ness. The other one's the Cooperston collection that Majestic used to make. It's a nice little throwback. But, you know, I rock my Yankees gear just as much as I rock my Mets gear. Just like I rock my New York Giants gear and my Bayern Munich stuff, too. You know, I tend to enjoy watching the Mets suffer. You know? I get it. You talk about the Mets like my Long Island co-workers talk about the Jets. It's great. Yeah, man. It's like watching. It's like somebody trying to pull themselves out of quicksand. I don't know if that's the right adjective or the right descriptor to use. It's like watching somebody change a flat tire by themselves. I don't even know if I'm saying it the right way. It's just, you know, you're watching somebody, you know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like that almost with the Mets. They're just a strange anomaly. You know, even with the trade deadline, they picked up Luke Weaver just to trade him off. What the fuck? They spent all that money on the guy to get him on the Mets, and then they trade him off before the trade deadline. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. I have no idea what they're doing. They're just a bizarre anomaly. You know, obviously I'm going to support them because, you know, again, I grew up right down, literally not even a half hour away from them, from the old Shea Stadium, which is now, you know, they built Citi Field adjacent to where the old Shea Stadium used to be. But it's just a fun topic to talk about, because they are, oof, man, they are the bad news bears of baseball, boy. It's just, they are a very strange anomaly. You know, they let go of one of their stud bulls in the form of Pete Alonso. Big mistake. You know, I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get what the Mets are doing at all. I have no clue. I wish I knew. I just don't get it. But the Yankees are, I don't know, man. They're just a weird bunch this season, and they're doing exactly what they did last season. As soon as the All-Star break came around, they're now in the wild card race when they were, you know, number one in their division. And now I forget how many games they're behind at this point. I think they're, 3 games behind? Something like that. I got to look at MLB.com stats. I forgot how many games they're behind. But the Yankees, too, man, they got their weird moments. I mean, Aaron Judge is still hurt. Cody Bellinger is out for a while. But the Yankees and the Mets, they are something to they are something to behold. So But yeah, I rock both jerseys. You know, every time I run into a Mets fan, you'll know that they are a former New Yorker here in Charlotte, and they'll go, "Let's go Mets," or I'll have somebody go, "Hey, fly Aaron Judge jersey. You know that thing's dope." Blah 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 blah, all that kind of stuff. So it's just fun. They're talking They're just conversation pieces, really. You know. I tend to wear sports jerseys a little too much, though, because, I mean, I'm no sports expert. And when people start, like the other day, I talked about here on YouTube when some guy almost T-boned me right here on Highway 51 where my tire literally blew because I hit the curb so hard. My car jumped up about a good 4 to 6 inches or whatever the fuck it was. When I went over to Sam's Club to have them change a tire for me, it was a very trying few minutes for me because I went in there with a Michelin Ness Super Bowl 42 Eli Manning jersey, and them fellas saw that, and they're all Carolina Panthers fans down here. And man, immediately the football talk started, and I was hoping I had enough ammunition in my brain that I can keep up with some of the statistics and past games and players and all that kind of shit. You know, when you wear sports jerseys, you had better know what you're talking about, because otherwise, man, you'll be stuck. He'd be like, my dad was like that when he was alive. My dad was very much like that when he was alive. You know, you talk sports to him and he'd be like, it was like trying to teach him how to use a cell phone. He didn't know what the fuck was going on. Right, Pop? You got my dad's photo right there. Hey, man, I talk to my dad whether he's dead or alive. But, yeah, it's just... yeah, the Mets are a sight to see when you watch them play sometimes. Well, that's not to say that the Yankees don't have their moments. I mean, you look at Anthony Volpe, for example, and some of his antics playing in the infield, dropping balls and overthrowing and not having a good bat. And I don't know why. I don't get it. I just don't understand. Well, I think this year, I think everybody's phoning it in because if there is going to be a lockout next year in salary caps, I think all these players are like, whatever. All these teams are like, whatever. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. We will find out. Oh, man. Excuse me. I hope I actually get to sleep tonight. I should be able to sleep tonight. But, is this, let me see if that's all dried up. That's not too bad. Listen, for a desk piece, who cares, right? He threw his Transformers. They're mine to throw. I could throw whatever I want. I could smash this guy with a baseball bat if I wanted to. That's not your fucking concern. And then if he breaks it, he's going to cry about it. I don't cry over plastic toys. I can do what I want with my stuff. But he's fixed. Who gives a shit? Now I'm going to flip it on eBay. Because I'm a flipper and a scalper. Scalpers. You're such a scalper. Scalpers. Why are you scalping this things? You gotta laugh at. You really gotta laugh at people, man. You really gotta laugh at some people. How seriously they take this shit. They're just toys. God damn it. They really are just toys. People are just too fucking serious for their own good. What was this for? I'd like to repair. I would like to repair this. This red's too bright. Yeah, because one of the upgrade kits I have on back of his shoulder actually broke off a while back. That's just because the arm kept slipping forward and ejecting the arm out of the mushroom peg there. So the upgrade kit held it in place for a while, and then all of a sudden half of it snapped. I don't know what this is. I have no idea. Yeah, it's another thing I got to keep doing. I've been throwing papers out left and right, old tax forms, and medical papers and all sorts of shit. At least I can see the bottom of my desk now, which is a good thing. I couldn't see the bottom of this desk. I got shipping receipts here for things I reviewed on the channel. You got a lot of junk I got to throw in. I got plenty of tape to last me for a while, which is good. As a small businessman, always make sure you got fucking tape. Tape, staples, pens, markers, all that stuff comes in handy. Gotta have plenty of Scotch tape and pens and markers and printing ink and printing paper, scissors. But I'm still deciding what my next review is going to be. I want to do Shockwave next. I want to take a break from Transformers for a little bit. That whole bullshit that happened here on the channel kind of turned me off for a little bit. I mean, I'd like to... I don't know who I would want to review next. You know, I got Shockwave. I got Big Convoy. I got the premium finish Beast Wars figures, which, by the way, if you're a Transformers fan, my God, there is such animosity towards the Beast Wars that I didn't even realize. Like, you even mentioned Beast Wars on some of these Facebook pages, man, you're going to get crucified or they'll just time you out for 24 hours. That happened recently in one of the groups. It wasn't malicious or anything like that. I just didn't read the fine print because I haven't been on Facebook in fucking God knows how long. But a lot of the groups have a lot of strict rules about talking about Beast Wars, man. I'm like astonished. I kind of want to do this guy next. Big Convoy. I would love to review this next. And I know he's got a cool upgrade kit too. I think Super Robot Ed talked about the upgrade kit, but he looks like a giant brown turd. He looks like what do they call them? Tauntauns from the fuck are they called from Star Wars? Shit, Bantha. He looks like a Bantha from Star Wars when you transform him. I remember the day, and I think I talked about this on the channel when I went to go pick him up over at Walmart in Matthews County, that there were only 2 of them left on the shelf, and one of them had some weird Transformer. Somebody did a figure swap and returned it, and whoever looked at the box didn't look inside the box, and there was some random Transformer inside. I'm like, I can't leave this out here. I can't, in my right mind and in my conscience, I could not, as a fan, and just somebody that can't stand that kind of shit when somebody swindles somebody, to bring this one to the cashier and then bring the one with the swapped figure in it and said, hey, look, you guys got ripped off. I'm taking this one home. That one I'm not taking home. You see the character on there and you see what's in the box. You guys got ripped off by somebody. And the girls there, they were like, oh my God, we didn't even know. Like, sometimes it happens, and, you know, we don't know about toys and things like that. And I still got He-Man figures to review, too. And I got that Voltron. I got Star Trek stuff to review. It's like, I don't know what to do next. I don't know what to do next. We will see. But I still got some random stuff I want to list that on eBay. I'm surprised that leather shirt sold, man. I always hated that fucking thing anyway. I mean, it's cool if you're going out someplace, if you're going out to, like, you know, a cool club or a bar or something like that, but my days of doing that are done. There might be 1 or 2 random times I might go out, but I don't go out no more like that. There's no point in me having that stuff anymore. So, but I still got plenty of random stuff to list over at my eBay store. I know I got plenty of cards to list, you know. So, but I got to wait until somebody starts knocking down my inventory, man. I got to make some sales, hopefully. Now, I just said that, and now Fat Boy Slim is going to go, see, he's e-begging, and he's trying to browbeat his viewers to buy things. Well, I run an eBay store. I run a business. You're supposed to promote. That's not e-begging, that's promoting. Fucking moron. God, it bothers me. It shouldn't bother me that much, but it does bother me. Especially since this dude fucking picked on the fact that I am officially retired. I'll show it on. I could show that on camera again, but I don't want to do like what I did the last time because the last live stream, excuse me, got flagged by YouTube's AI for showing addresses. Yeah, the actual flag was done by AI. I should have taken a screen capture of that when I did that video today, talking about this particular subject. That it was YouTube's bot that flagged that video for names and addresses. I couldn't believe that. How the AI would pick up on something like that. So I just want to cover up these two names here also, just in case. Just in case. So like I said, now that I know that YouTube's AI has become Skynet, I don't even know if these business managers or business agents are even in the same positions, but just in case, I'm going to cover up these two names by hand. I know it's back. You know what I should do? Let me do this. I'm going to see if I can get this to a point. Yep, okay. Congratulations on your recent retirement. You see that word right there? Retirement? Retirement. There you go. See? That's on that's union paperwork, man. You want to go up against the trade union? Retirement. Retirement. Duh. Idiot. Once again, not to sound cocky and arrogant, but again, I am correct. Wrong. Dummy. That's the same bullshit over and over. Over and over. Yours truly is constantly forced to defend himself against fucking jackasses like that. Really sucks. As a matter of fact, just realized something. What I should do. Never mind. Never my mind. That's when I do my YouTube live streams. I put this up on my door. Because my neighbors know I live stream, which is cool. Yeah, there's actually quite a few people around here subscribed to my channel, which is cool. You know? Hey, I saw your last video. What the fuck? That's funny. But they know I do it just to have a good time. You know, it's just unfortunate when I have to cross that line to get into some serious matters and serious talking points. It just gets frustrating and annoying. It really does. It just gets annoying, frustrating, and stupid. But, yeah, I came on here real late tonight, huh? Well, folks, I really don't have much more to say at this point, except, thank you very much, everybody, for, supporting the channel still and the eBay store and what have you. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you to all the new subscribers and followers and all that kind of thing. It means a lot. Much gratitude directed towards all of you. Again, forgive me for the drama that continues to fester. You're going to have assholes like this that come out of the woodwork that just boggles my mind logically. I try to focus on the hobbies. I try to focus on things that are important to the hobby. No matter what hobby it is, it's just fucking goofy, it's stupid, and it's ridiculous. It really is. It's fucking nonsense. It's pathetic. It's really pathetic. that I guarantee if they were born as a puppy dog, they'd be humping my fucking leg every chance they get with a red rocket. That's what they are. That's who they are. It's ridiculous, folks. So with that being said, it's already midnight. I'm pretty beat today. I kept busy, you know, just going through some stuff, looking at what I'm going to sell on eBay, what I'm not going to sell on eBay, all that sort of thing, and just focus on what I got to do. And again, if you're a viewer of this channel and you bought that shirt, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. I just listed another one today. I dug up in my boxes that I never wore. You know, I do have one that I bought because I lost weight. It's a little slimmer on me. That one's a little big that I listed on eBay. But much gratitude to all of you for helping the channel to grow past 1,700. I think we're at 1,716 subs, I think, at this point, something like that. But I am grateful to all of you. Thank you very much, everybody, for helping the channel to grow. Again, there's not much to say. I'm probably going to watch a little bit of Boob Tube. And then calling it a night, man. I got another day to look forward to tomorrow. I got to continue to clean this place up, man. I got to dust this damn freaking TV rack right here. But it is what it is. Folks, until whenever, I will see you all very, very soon. Have yourself a great, fantastic night. Take care, folks.